From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Here we go. Right away, we've got a loose ball. Crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough 3rd down.
Out of bounds, the offense retains possession.
Throw here, 3rd down. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Asante Samuel Jr.
The Lions readying for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
At the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on his 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 6-yard
Warren running between the tackles. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
3rd and 1.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off, a little bit of penetration, you don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
And that's going to give them their first points of the ball game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, early momentum with that field goal.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Dan Campbell getting his Lions offense ready to go for a new series. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. And off the play fake. Here's Goff. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Goff on 3rd. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets, and brings up 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. To throw, Richardson. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Play fake, it's Richardson. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stop quickly, but the catch moves him to the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play.
They'll run now with Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Richardson now. Completed over the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers stretch their early lead to 9. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Lions, nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions offense returning to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but yet.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
At the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
And the Lions first down.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Another massive hit. The ball's out. And he's going to scoop up his own fumble, so the offense still in chase mode as they keep possession.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Here's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to set him up all the way down at that 7-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Goff back to throw. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. They need 3 yards here.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They're going to throw again. Goff. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Bates takes out the extra point. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game.
Lions 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Xavier Worthy now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now Richardson to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That's good for a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
They'll go with Dowdle on the run. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dowdle again. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 6 and a first down as well.
And the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Richardson. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
17 yards. That's another Steelers.
This is Warren, headed right. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The inside give to Dowdle. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Steelers have played to an early lead. We're back to Ford Field right after this. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time, and he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Sending him on the dive. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Lions 7. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. Putting the tight end in motion. Goff on 1st and 10. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now, after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jamel Dean.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
That's good for a Lions.
Motion the tight end over. Play action here with Goff. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. From the gun, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle, the ball carrier.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the draw, it's Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Richardson setting up the running back screen. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Checks it down to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Goff. Finds Laporta. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
Another one for Gibbs. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
Jamel Dean on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 47.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Detroit Lions 1st down.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He lost the football. And the Steelers get to it. It's a foot race. Into the red zone. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead on the turnover. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. First down throw from Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Complete to
Second and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. And he's going to work in for a couple here. It's third down now.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Looking to throw. Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Detroit.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up second and 2.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
This is Gibbs on second down. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Now Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions make it 17-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Johnson with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Here's the give to Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
That's good for us Steelers.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he gets him around 6 there. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
On the ground again with Dowdle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Rico Dowdle. A 7-yard gain.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. So working from the 30 as they line this up. Second and 10.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's down straight up the middle. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's another.
Richardson on 1st and 10.
First down.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Up 2nd and 5.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
3rd and 1. Here's Richardson. And he's got it. Has a way out for it, but touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
17.
Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Goff on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
Up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Signals, and it looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play.
First down.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's gone. Rolling left, buying some time.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Goff on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
Loss on the play. Brings up 4th down. Jack Fox in punt formation.
So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Final 3 weeks of the regular season witching hour, when playoff teams become also-rans and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin with a visit to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Bucs in an NFC South matchup. And this is Chris Godwin. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is Kenneth Walker III. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Chiefs come away with an 8-point victory. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's Jahan Dotson. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Falcons get to win number 12 as they're thinking playoffs and potentially home field. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Worthy now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Run from Warren here to start the third. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's another Steelers first down. It's a gain of 20.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Rushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Richardson on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
14-yard line.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
31-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense.
At their own 28 and 28-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Keanu Benton on the coverage.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Throwing the out route complete. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
New set of downs for him and starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Off play action, Goff. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Straight ahead with Gibbs. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Goff. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, he made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal. Running it with Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game.
Lions 24.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And the Lions are there to bring him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action with Richardson. Forced out to his right. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
The tackle by Jack Campbell.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest. And that one forces a 4th down.
6 yards.
Well, that sack is a reminder why these offensive tackles get paid what they get paid and get drafted where they get drafted. Because to block the defensive ends in this league, well, it's no fun.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Lions. Then Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Goff off the play action. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. The Steelers were considering a challenge pretty quickly after that call, and now the flag's out.
Play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Play action here with Goff. Catch is made in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
4 yards. Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a third-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. And puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Lions 31, Steelers 27.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They'll start on the ground. Gallo. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 37.
Handoff on 2nd and short. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Steelers first down. A gain of a yard. First down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down throw here from Richardson. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Here's Dowdle again. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have a first down. We've set it downs from the 37.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Richardson. On the move into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 3rd-quarter lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. Drive begins with Gibbs. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Goff back to throw. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Lions...
Goff on 1st and 10. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
17 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. For 6 on 3rd down.
15.
They're in long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
4th down. Jack Fox in punt.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Punt team on the field. Jack Fox will kick it away.
The Steelers take over.
The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He'll try and run this. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Richardson on 1st and 10. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Bronk. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Well, he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. It's out. Gibbs lost it on the hit. Steelers have it, headed the other way. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. The inside give to Dowdle. Shoots away from one. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
On the ground again with Dowdle. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything you watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Comes up empty on that one. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. Pretty easy kick here, Brock. Just 22 yards. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. A give left side for Gibbs. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Shotgun snap here to Goff.
36-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Lions 1st down.
From the gun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second down now. They need 7. Throwing again. It's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Gibbs now from the gun. And a nice little run there. Gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another one for Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions come through to tie it in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take the lead on that successful kick. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond their 25-yard line. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. To the air on this first down, Richardson. Steps up, and he's running with it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. That goes for 32 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. And it wasn't too long ago that we saw Lamar Jackson set this record, Brock, but no surprise. He comes along and resets it. Now a new single-season record for quarterback rushing. And from his example, I expect to see more young quarterbacks in his mold in the future. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Steelers have a first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action with Richardson. Finds his favorite target again. It's Worthy. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
To number 1, Xavier Worthy. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action, it's Richardson. He keeps it and takes off. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Now pause as we attend to an injured player, and you could hear the stadium take a collective breath. It's their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, who's in need of some assistance. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Howard. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's the backup. First throw. Has room into the secondary. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead.
Pretty cool moment. That is the first rushing score of his young career. And look, I'm not going to say it's the first of many. We just don't know in this league. But I do know that's a confidence builder for this entire offense when your quarterback can score using his legs as well.
2-point conversion coming for the Steelers and Howard.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Steelers 45, Lions 38.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
1st and 10
Move the
at
chains.
41-yard line.
Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Tight end going in motion here.
41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun. Gone. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Brings up 3rd and
Looking to throw. This is brought in by Laporta. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. That's Laporta again. And they're going to be sent out, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions down by 7. Gibbs. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
Really? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Now to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can...
And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. The Steelers, and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory. Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Well, we can see he made the catch. He definitely has possession. But did both of those feet hit down in the end zone?
Yeah, get that zoom button ready to go. Get the magnifying glass. Was there any green right between his feet and that end line? That's what they're going to be looking for in the replay booth.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. On the draw, it's Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to pass it here. He can run it. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd and they'll have just one left to burn now. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out.
It's a gain of
The
2.
timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their
good for
3rd.
Steelers.
That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. They kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit. if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces. All set to go on a picturesque, snowy December day. And off we go from Cleveland. Johnson with a return here. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida. A super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback that was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
All set to go now from the 35.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. He dodged the tackle. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
First carry of the game here for the former Iowa Hawkeye. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. He's going to run for it. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. To return, Jerome Ford. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year. Taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
9-yard line.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
He's taken
Short
down
yardage
at the
situation
33-yard
here.
line.
It's 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd
Slot
and
man
2.
motioned over. 3rd down run from Judkins. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on first. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
12 more yards. That's another Browns First down.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
T.J. Watt on the coverage.
Rodgers from the gun. Brought in right side by Moore. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
The Steelers, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On the counter, Dowdle. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Warren. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's going to compensate for 2 negative plays.
And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
1st down. A gain of 19
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Warren, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. Down the left sideline he goes. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers stretch their early lead to 9. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Chris Boswell for the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Steelers go up 10-zip here in the 1st.
Browns, nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. To the air on first down. Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Second and 16 at the 17-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. A little bit of screen pass for Judkins. And he's tackled for a short gain. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Brings up third down.
Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bojorquez returning to the field. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Throwing now, Richardson. Now here he goes. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard.
It's Warren on third down. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Browns getting their offense out there. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Here's Rodgers on first and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the end route. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. First down. Here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the gun, Judkins. Hop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
He lofts it deep right side. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, buddy. It's going to be okay. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got second and 7 to start. The inside give to Dowdle. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Brought down by Malik Collins. No gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll air it out on third. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Richardson back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. It's third down.
Richardson on third. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
So first down from the 41. Warren here from the gun. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication. Everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
Got to figure out this third down here. Here he goes, third and long. It's a screen play to Warren. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Ford on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. Second and 10, still at the 28. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
It's third and long. Here's Rodgers. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. He keeps it and takes off. And they bring him down around the 34.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
3rd down, Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Making the call himself. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. He forced a 4th down.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Boswell able to knock it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. And he's delivering.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And after that opposing score, Brock, they find themselves taking over down 16. Rodgers going to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. 4th pickup to their own 31. Nick Herbig making the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Go left side, and Tillman has it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Browns.
Brought in right side by Moore.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. Again, Rodgers. Throw right side, caught by Fanning. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now throw again, Rodgers. He brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Browns.
Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Rodgers from the gun. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Yeah, totally get it. You pass it here, because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And with just this and one more game to go this season, he's 2 good weeks away from leading the league in passing yards for the year. Sending him on the dive. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Trying an inside give to Warren. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Taken down back at the 18-yard
So it'll be second
line.
and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Wow, and he somehow finds the ball amid the blizzard here to make the fair catch. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. First down throw here by Rodgers. Eddie Judkins on the drop down. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going for it himself. He gets him 3 yards as the stop is made here. And is this a spot we could see them go for? Let's find out. The Steelers calling their first timeout. The Browns are lined up to punt. Johnson waiting on it. And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Drops this underneath to Warren. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 35-yard line.
This is Dowdle on second down. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Steelers have a first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
And the Steeler first down.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. He's running with it. Breaks the tackle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Short pass brought in. Manages a gain of 3 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Gain of 3 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Boswell able to knock it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over. But I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
At their own 24-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Hope you're all having a very happy holiday season as we run through these final few games of the calendar year 2025. Here are the highlights. Our tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati, the Bengals at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the man they call Yoshi, Andre Yosivash. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 58 yards for the score. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Houston Texans. And it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Chargers win their second straight as they get the victory here. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's Jordan Love on target to Jaden Reed. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. The Packers get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams with Super Bowl aspirations. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out for the second half kickoff.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. First down. Here's Rodgers. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
15 at the 19-yard line.
Zone read. This is Judkins. He's out in the clear. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
17 yards.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
Fourth gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Makes it third down and 10.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
I can't help but watch these games and just hear Pete Carroll in my head all the time. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You got to finish. And so many times, Kate, we see in this league, you get a 3-score lead, you let off the gas a little bit defensively, you don't fight to finish, you let the opponent back in. Not with this defense and not with that sack. They are aiming to finish this thing. And with time and ticking, they may just have done so with that sack.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. He's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Warren running between the tackles. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up third and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He finds Worthy, complete. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a give to Warren, coming right. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9. Now Richardson to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Browns rolling out 6 DBs. Third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's making a bid for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Richardson. A gain of 9 yards. And
All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the counter, Dowdle. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Richardson on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow.
The Browns take over first and
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle.
Rodgers pass
2nd and 3 now.
complete to Elijah Moore. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action here with Rodgers. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has this down to the 34. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Browns first down.
To the air on 1st down. Rodgers in trouble now, and the ball is out. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He tried so hard to get it outside, but just couldn't turn those feet quick enough in this snow. He's dropped behind the line. With the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. To throw, Richardson. It's a screen play to Warren. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down run with Dowdle. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Head coach Kevin Stefanski readying the Browns for their next series. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Rodgers to throw. A little screen pass for Judkins. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
A 2-yard pickup.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Oh, boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in the phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throw here, third down. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 26 yards there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay. You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Warren here from the gun. Oh, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Throwing now, Richardson. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Richardson. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead.
Browns, nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Here's Ford on the return.
The Browns take over first.
The Browns getting their offense out there. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's loaded another one up. That's complete inside the 35. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
That's good for a Browns.
1st down throw here by Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Has him on a quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. 5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Going deep here for the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Warren quick on the draw. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go with Dowdle on a run. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Here's Dowdle again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. No luck there. Ran that one right into... Rodgers from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 32.
And the Browns 1st down.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Complete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Browns first down.
From the gun, Judkins. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. They'll break the huddle. It's second down now.
Brings up second and 11 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
To throw, Rodgers. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. They'll air it out on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's fourth and pretty far. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's the give to Dowdle. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground again with Dowdle. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
6-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Steelers.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Shotgun handoff to Warren. Running down the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
And the Steelers first down. First and goal.
The inside give to Dowdle. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Looking for it with Warren. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
On the tackle. A 3-yard loss on the play. It's third and goal.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he's got it, it's in close.
Richardson.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
And that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime that results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trying to do some window dressing. 3rd and 2, Rodgers. It's on target to Moore. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
Here's Judkins on 1st down. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw is Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.